A few months ago during the cold of winter, we had the opportunity to feature the 2018 Kia Niro SX Touring. It was the first hybrid we ever featured on this show. And looking back on it, I'm not really thrilled with the way the video turned out. Now, we've certainly learned a lot since then, and I think we have a better opportunity today to show you about that car. Our snapshot today is on this 2018 Kia Niro SX Touring, but this time in Temptation Red. And it's also summertime. We're not going to be showing you everything about this car, so if you are interested to know everything about it, click the link up here on the top. But we are going to be taking it on a road test and talking about how this car differs during the summer. If you watched our episode the other day on the Kia Optima PHEV, you'll know that we started off with the windows. And listen to this. It's pretty loud. I don't know if you can really hear it on the microphone, but it's normal. It's normal. So the Optima PHEV, quite silent. But anyway, back to this. As I mentioned, back in the winter, we did a full spotlight on the 2018 Niro. It was actually one of the first cars that we were really excited to get from Kia because it is a new model. It's something different. And especially now that the plug-in and full electric versions of the Niro are going to be coming out within the next 12 months or so, at least here in North America, there's a lot to be excited about. We do see a lot of these on the road now. They are a pretty popular subcompact crossover SUV. Now, to be fair, we do see a lot more of the Hyundai Konas. So we're hoping to be able to get that one and figure out why people are buying that over this hybrid alternative. Now, as I mentioned, everything is the same with this car. We have the ventilated seats, heated seats, everything like that. So if you really do want to find out more about the Kia Niro, then click the link either at the end of the video or one of the cards that show up if you have a device that enables YouTube cards while you're watching it. But basically, we're going to be talking about how this car has differed for us during the summer, because there is quite a difference. You know, hybrid technology is not as good during the winter, especially here in Canada, where temperatures often are in the minus teens, and that's Celsius for those who aren't on the metric system. So there is a lot of difference when it comes to this car during the summer, and I have to say that we've gotten better fuel economy with this. We're now averaging 4.9 liters per 100 kilometers on it. We've also driven it a hell of a lot more. We picked it up from Kia Canada about a week ago, and it had 50 kilometers on it, brand new, first people driving it essentially on the press fleet. And here we are today, we're at 1,473 kilometers. So we have put a lot of mileage on this, which is good. The car needs to be broken in. But again, we've averaged 4.9 liters per 100 kilometers, which I think is pretty good, considering this is a hybrid, not a plug-in hybrid. We're not getting astronomical numbers like we have seen on the Kia Optima PHEV. But I really do think that it is a good option for people. Now, I know I mentioned while we were doing the episode before, it'd be great to have an EV-only button. And obviously now I understand, after thinking about it and driving other vehicles, I realize that that is silly, because if you had an EV-only option, you're going to be using the battery. There's no way to recharge it unless you're using the gas motor. So that didn't really make sense, but I'm always here to admit when I make a mistake. I'm a big enough man, both physically and mentally, to be able to admit when I'm wrong. So that's why I'm not a huge fan of that episode that we did, and I'm hoping I can vindicate myself a little bit by doing this one. But I really do like the drive of the Niro. I like the space of it. I like everything about it. It really is a great little subcompact crossover SUV. And again, the fact that it is a hybrid means that you will be saving money at the pump. There's no doubt about it. 4.9 liters per 100 kilometers is pretty good here during the summer. Now, we aren't using the AC as much. You can use the driver-only mode for the fan. And really, for the most part, since it's been nice out, we've had the windows down rather than having the air on completely. So you do save a little bit of fuel that way too. But if we were to think back to the Kia Optima PHEV, that's a great car. And I really do prefer it over this. And it has nothing to do with the size or the layout or the looks of it, because I really do think both cars are quite nice. But it really is that plug-in option that is ideal. No, but I really do think that this is a good car for people who are interested in saving at the pump and don't need something that's overly big. Because really, for a family of three like us, it has been plenty big to get everything done. And really, I still don't have any complaints that are too atrocious with this vehicle. I really do like everything about it, and I think it really does have a good form factor, a good look to it, and overall, there's really no fault. I think that Kia has done a great job. We've had this Kia Niro now for about 3 weeks, which is certainly a lot longer than we had the one back in the winter. Now, we did mention during our road test that we were getting about 4.9 liters per 100, but we have gotten it down since recording that about a week ago to 4.5 liters per 100 kilometers. So you really can get a good range out of this vehicle. And if you fill it up, usually it says it's about 750 to 800 kilometers. If you drive pretty economically, you could be getting it up to maybe 850 kilometer total range, and it all depends on your driving style. But as we mentioned during our drive of it, we love the Kia Niro. We think that it has so much potential and there's a lot going for it, but we really do think that the plug-in hybrid version works best for us. And they are going to be coming out with that within the next few months. About 6 months from now, you should see the plugins on the road. And then about a year from now, the full electric version, which will make the Kia Niro one of the very few vehicles sold in North America with 3 engine type options. And I really do think that it is the only one with a hybrid, a plug-in hybrid, and a full electric version. You take a look at the Kia Soul, it's got a gas version and a full electric version. You take a look at the Ford Focus, they have an electric version and a gas version. You take a look at the Ford Fusion, they have an electric version and a plug-in version and a regular version. So this really is the first and only that I can think of that has a hybrid, plug-in hybrid, and full electric, really sold here in North America as of recording this. But I'm sure if I'm wrong, somebody will tell me in the comments and I'll feel terrible about it for the next 6 months. But either way, we really do love the Niro, and I think once the plug-in comes in, it'll be great, and we're really looking forward to getting the full electric because we really have been enjoying the electric cars we've been driving here on Test Drive. But either way, I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Test Drive. Again, looking back at the Kia Niro here. If you liked the video, give us a thumbs up. And if you didn't, well, you can click the other button too. And leave us a comment if you have any questions about this car or if there's anything else you'd like to know about it. Until next time, take care.